Turn the volume up. This that blueprint talk.
DJ, you wanna fade him.
The Dream Hustle Podcast. Let's walk.
Clock hit midnight, I'm still wide-eyed, wide vision on the whiteboard, whole wall map like a Y. Turn every one day to a date and a budget. Faith in my spirit, but the numbers still crunch quick. Ownership heavy, name on the deed, not guest list. Equity, leverage, cool head, never desperate. No cosign, saving, just God in the game plan. Purpose in the struggle, made a kingdom from the same sand. Late nights, low lights, screen glow on my face. Old fears, new skills, real growth, same pace. Discipline daily, even when the vibe feels off. I don't wait for a feeling, I just show up and push off.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's the movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band, save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Indie on the payroll, boss on the bio. Every stream, every sale, got receipts in the file. Studios in the basements, turn the boardrooms quiet. Where ideas go from maybe to bet. Let's try it. Lessons from the losses, wore the L's like armor. Did the math on my habits, cut the ones that harm. The smart hustle, sharp hustle, every move with a purpose. If it don't build a mission, then the time ain't worth it. I pray, then I scheduled, I work, then I measured. Let the metrics keep me honest, let the process be the treasure. It's bigger than a slogan, bigger than the brand. This the Dream Hustle Podcast, whole world understands.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's a movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band, save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Hey. Late nights, early flights, late fly, same fight, same high. Feel like we just move right. For every indie in the trenches, every owner in the making. The Dream Hustle Podcast, this the anthem for your patience.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan.
Yo, peace. What's good, Dream Hustlers? It's your man, DJ Universe, and I am hyped to be in your ears today. Let me start with a scene that is still burning in my mind. Picture this. It is the 2026 NBA Finals. The New York Knicks are on their home court at Madison Square Garden, and they are getting absolutely demolished. Down by nearly 30 points. 30. The energy in the Garden? Dead. The crowd is quiet. People are looking down at their phones, looking at the exits. The whole city of New York felt defeated. But then halftime happens. The lights go down, the static hits the sound system, and Wu-Tang Clan hits that stage. The energy shift was instant. It was like an electric shock straight to the heart of the city. The Garden came alive. The crowd went crazy. And somehow, someway, those Knicks came storming back in the second half. And you know how the story goes. A few games later, Game 5, NBA champions. Now look, I am not officially saying Wu-Tang won that championship ring for the Knicks, but I am also not saying they didn't, because when the Wu shows up, history follows. And that moment got me thinking about why this group is my favorite hip-hop group of all time. Not one of my favorites, the favorite, the legendary Wu-Tang Clan. See, a lot of people just see them as a classic rap group from Staten Island. They hear the grimy beats, the incredible lyricism, the kung fu samples. But when I look at Wu-Tang, I don't just see a rap group. I see a business school. I see a masterclass in ownership. I see absolute proof of what happens when a group of hungry, talented individuals come together, build a movement, and create generational wealth without asking anyone for permission. Think about that word, permission. How many artists, how many entrepreneurs, how many creators are out there right now waiting for someone to give them a green light? Waiting for a record label to sign them? Waiting for a gatekeeper to notice them? Waiting for permission to build a career? Wu-Tang didn't wait. They took ultimate control from day one, and that is the exact energy we are bringing to the table today. What made Wu-Tang completely different from any group that came before them wasn't just the music, it was the vision. And that vision came from their leader, the RZA. See, RZA wasn't just thinking about putting out a hot album. He wasn't thinking about a quick radio hit. RZA was thinking empire. He was thinking infrastructure. Most groups back then, and honestly still today, they chase records. They chase a single deal. But Wu-Tang built their own system. RZA went to the labels and negotiated a deal that had never been seen before. He signed the group to Loud Records, but he kept the freedom for every single member of the group to sign individual solo deals with whatever label they wanted. Let that sink in. That is pure leverage. Method Man went to Def Jam. Ghostface and Raekwon went to Epic. GZA went to Geffen. Old Dirty Bastard went to Elektra. Every single member became their own brand, their own business, and their own independent revenue stream. But guess what? Every single one of those solo projects still pointed directly back to the W. It all fed back into the main brand. That was not an accident, Dream Hustlers. That was pure, calculated strategy. It allowed them to occupy the entire market simultaneously. If you went into a record store in the mid-90s, you couldn't escape them. You had the group album over here, the Method Man album over there, the Raekwon album on the other wall. They were competing with each other but winning together. There is a massive difference between getting attention and building a system. Anybody can get attention for 15 minutes. You can go viral today for doing something crazy on TikTok. But attention is cheap. It fades. A system lasts. Wu-Tang didn't just chase the spotlight, they built a financial and creative infrastructure that allowed them to control their destiny. Now let me bring this home to you. I don't just study this history for fun. I study it because it is the exact blueprint I am using right now to build my own business. Everything I am doing through Down by Law Management comes directly from the lessons I learned from the Wu-Tang Clan. Think about the ecosystem we are building. We've got Down by Law Management for artist development and consulting. We've got the Hip Hop Hero League. We've got the Hip Hop Hero League TV for our media presence. We've got the Dream Hustle podcast right here, reaching your ears. We've got the Independent Artist Blueprint. We've got merchandise, events, media, consulting, multiple streams of income, multiple distinct brands, but they all live within one single unified ecosystem. Does that sound familiar? It should, because that is Wu-Tang thinking. RZA understood something that many independent artists still fail to grasp today. One single product might create temporary income, but a system is what creates long-term wealth. That is why I am constantly telling the artists I work with, stop just making songs. If you are just putting a song on Spotify and hoping for the best, you are playing a losing game. You are treating your music like a lottery ticket instead of an asset. You have to build a system around your music. Don't just build followers. Build actual customers. Don't just chase streams. Build real, tangible ownership. Let's talk about that word, ownership. One of the greatest lessons the Wu-Tang Clan ever taught the world was the power of intellectual property. Think about that iconic W logo. It was designed by mathematics, and it became one of the most recognizable logos in the history of the world. Today, you can walk down the street in Tokyo, London, Paris, or small-town Ohio, and you will see people wearing Wu-Tang shirts. Half of them might not even know the lyrics to CREAM or Protect Ya Neck, but they wear the shirt because the brand has transcended the music. It has become culture. It has become intellectual property that continues to generate millions of dollars decades after the music was recorded. When I started Down by Law Management, I wasn't interested in just helping artists upload MP3s to the internet. I wanted to help them create, protect, and monetize their intellectual property. Your music, your likeness, your content, your logo, your merchandise, your website. These are not just files on a computer, they are assets. And let's be real about how wealth actually works. The wealthy do not just work for an hourly wage. They don't just trade their time for money. They own things. They own assets that make money while they are asleep, while they are traveling, while they are spending time with their families. That is the owner mindset. It is the same mindset that Nipsey Hussle carried when he bought back his masters and opened the Marathon store on the corner of Slauson and Crenshaw. It is the same mindset that Jay-Z carried when he moved from being an artist to owning his own streaming service and champagne brand. They didn't want to be employees of the industry. They wanted to own the building. Because eventually, if you stay on this hustle long enough, you realize the ultimate goal. The goal isn't just to look rich. The goal is to be free. Freedom of your time. Freedom of your creativity. Freedom of ownership. Freedom of choice. And that level of freedom only begins when you stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Now, let's look at the landscape today. Independent artists in this era have opportunities that the RZA, Method Man, and the rest of the clan could only dream of in 1993. You have global social media networks at your fingertips. You have instant streaming distribution to every corner of the earth. You have AI tools that can help you design, market, and produce. You can communicate directly with your fans without a middleman. But even with all this power, so many artists are still thinking incredibly small. They are spending all their time trying to make one song go viral on TikTok instead of building a real business. They are chasing vanity metrics, followers, likes, views, instead of building a real community of paying supporters. They are creating temporary content instead of building permanent assets. And that is exactly why they stay stuck in the cycle. The artists who are going to win tomorrow are the ones who understand business today, the ones who understand branding, ownership, and leverage. The Wu-Tang Clan laid out the blueprint for us over 30 years ago, and it still works perfectly today. The only question is, are you actually going to follow it? So, my fellow dream hustlers, I want to leave you with a challenge today. Take a hard look at your music, your business, and your future. Ask yourself these questions. Am I just building a song, or am I building an empire? Am I just creating content, or am I creating real assets? Am I chasing fleeting attention, or am I building lasting ownership? If you are ready to stop playing small and start building your own independent empire, I want you to go right now and download the free Independent Artist Blueprint. You can grab it at downbylawmanagementllc.com. Once you get it, book a consultation with me, DJ Universe. Let's look at your brand, let's look at your business, and let's build your legacy together. Because Wu-Tang didn't just teach us how to make incredible records. They taught us how to think like owners. Dream big, hustle hard, and own everything. And always remember, cash rules everything around me, but ownership rules everything after that. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Yeah. DJ U. Show. Soul Legacy.
Step out the van, fresh box, bandana in hand. Stephen lace the vision, I just walk it on the man. Stay lights hit, colorway match my fit. Tour dates on the tag, every stitch talking grit. Hey. Custom on the collar, my story in the seams. Scuffs so pre-louder than 1,000 memes. From the block to the banner, from the curb to the crowd. Every step say my name, but I still move proud. Let's go. So legacy on my feet, that's pressure. Designer on the grind, that's treasure. Walk like a king, but I came from the lesser. Drip with a purpose, I dress for the message. So legacy, so legacy. Luxury hustle in my pedigree. So legacy, so legacy. Stride, write a page in my history. Yeah, yeah. Down by law on the jacket. Squad in a row, different tones, same fabric. And she tell on the pads, backstage. One fan, one path. Each artist got a tour tent. On you, same print, different journeys on the same stage. Same flame, new script. Green pair for the healer, red for the ones who bled. Gold for the dreamer, blue for the yeah.
Smooth keys, bass lines, horns in the air. Bright city lights, groove everywhere. Snapbacks, vinyls, jazz in our veins. Legacy alive, funk in the rain.
Step to the beat, I got history in my stride. Echoes of the ancestors walking by my side. Roots dig deep from the concrete ground. Every rhyme, every rhythm to my soul, they're bound. I grew up on corners where the old tunes played. Speakers bump a cold train, sun and shade. Mic in my hand, with the past I converse. Inherited the swing, now I twist the verse. Feel the flame, let it breathe in the night. Legends live on with every word I write. Turn it up, let the world hear the sound. Soul's legacy, forever profound. Legacy, feel it in my bones, in my city, in my soul. Funky jazz vibrations, let the rhythm take control. Hip-hop in my heart, every story that I say. Carrying the torch, soul's legacy won't fade away. On every dawn, shadows legacy won't fade away. Yeah, yeah. Horn riffs paint pictures, every note a new dawn. Shadows of the greats in my verses, they spawn. I flip vinyl memories, crate digging for gold. Stories of the struggle, the brave and the bold. From Harlem nights to the LA streets, we lace every bar with the snap of a beat. Generations march, all linked in the groove. Soul's legacy, got nothing to prove. Let the spirit rise, let the melody spin. From the cipher circle to the pad and the pen. We are sons and daughters of a vision unlocked, and we honor the elders every tick of the clock. Legacy, feel it in my bones, in my city, in my soul. Funky jazz vibrations, let the rhythm take control. Hip-hop in my heart, every story that I say. Carrying the torch, soul's legacy won't fade away. Break it down, let the record spin slow. Hey. Yeah. Break it down, let the record spin slow. Blending every style from the old to the new. Souls like the roots of the trees in the sky. Giving what we got so the spirit don't die. Intertwine voices,
harmonize our name.
Harmonize our name. Past, meeting, present. It's one and the same. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Legacy, feel it in my bones, in my city, in my soul. Funky jazz vibrations, let the rhythm take control. Hip-hop in my heart, every story that I say. Carrying the torch, soul's legacy won't fade away. Yeah, soul's legacy won't fade away. Yeah, soul's legacy won't fade away.
Street lights flicker, let saxophone cry. Living through the echo, you can feel us up high. Soul's legacy remains where the music still flows. In each generation,